Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about shenanigans, right?
Somebody like edit things and apologize for shit. Like we just want to talk.
Yeah, that's awesome. Recording right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, if you hit that button, that means I have to say welcome to
Podcast.
Random Heroes Cheeky Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. I'm Jesse, aka Random Hero.
And I'm Nick, aka Punk Ass.
And in the living room studio tonight on the casting couch, we have my good friend Skye.
Hey, casting couch, isn't that a porno?
Yeah.
It is. Get up on that mic a little
That's
bit.
That's a porn thing.
Yeah, just have it pointing towards you there.
Cool. I hope I get cast. I hope I don't have to do too many tricks.
Just a handstand
I'm not
on a
that
keg,
flexible.
Oh, wow.
Welcome. You are the first lady we've had on the show, and you've been one of my best friends since, 2002 or 3-ish? Mm-hmm. And, yeah, what do you do?
I'm a hairstylist.
Fuck, you're a good hairstylist,
Oh, thank
too.
you.
You do mine, you do Yvette's.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
And you, a couple years ago, actually were in a contest for that.
I was.
And tell us how that went down.
There's a hairstylist contest?
Yeah, there's many of them, actually.
Was there a lot of Asians in it?
No, this one was purely online. This was
None racist.
And honestly, like, if we're gonna go there, I'm not sure many Asians are that good at hair.
Really?
They're actually the stereotype for doing bad haircuts in
Kinda
like
like
those
driving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like those clip and dips.
Really?
Yeah, like the master cuts and stuff. It's
Yeah.
always an Asian that's
always
fucking
go
hair
to
up.
Great Clips.
You
You
do?
do?
Have you
Yeah.
ever got an Asian?
I just did last week.
Ooh.
Is that why you're wearing a hat right now? But what was that contest about? I helped you do some photos for like the second year
Oh
of it.
yeah, it was a color contest basically for vivid colors, all those rainbow shades.
All the fancy like
Yeah.
unicorn or rainbow.
Yeah, it was
style
actually
ones.
even before that was cool. I think that was what, like 2010.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I just got right place, right time.
And you won it the
I won.
first year they did it.
Yeah, and then that was probably the most terrifying thing I ever had to do.
And
Are
what
you
you?
like rainbow, like the Tekashi 6ix9ine hairstyle?
Yeah, absolutely.
Serious?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Just like that. Well, I mean, this was a little, that's kind of what's hot right now, but back then it was a little different. But still, yeah, those bright tones.
And so you do this contest and you won. What happened? Like, what was the prize that you won?
Well, I got a spread in a industry magazine, and I think it was like an 8-page spread. That's a
But-
different kind of spread for this couch, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they flew you to New York and you had to like do.
Yeah,
all
I
these
did like
hair
a photo
models
shoot
and-
for a magazine. I had a model. What the girl actually was a loser on America's Next Top Model.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So she was America's Next mediocre model.
Yeah, I'll paint you. Yeah, exactly. She was actually really good, but I'll paint this picture for you guys. So
Yeah.
the makeup artist was this black woman from the Bronx who totally had her shit together. There was like a stylist, a like little gay stylist. And then the photographer
typical.
was like from Italy or Europe or whatever, but he just had a facelift. His face was like oozing and he still kind of had like bandages on it. And during the lunch break, I mean, the shit was catered and everything. It was weird. It was beyond me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a small town kid going into like big town world. And
Right.
Yeah, it was weird.
Have you ever been in New York before this?
No, and I went
I've never
alone.
been. Really?
Yeah, it was weird. But anyway, this guy's sitting in the lunchroom and he's got like ice on his face. And he's like, oh, it just hurts. It burns. And he wouldn't eat lunch. He's like, I'm watching my weight. And he was very, eccentric. And, the stereotype of what a photographer would be was him.
Oh my God. And it's funny because most photographers I know, having worked in that industry, we're all pretty cool people. But once you hit a level of success, they become like bridezillas.
Yes, he was definitely a diva.
Yeah, diva. That's the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
And-
I have a question. So, if I came to you and I said I wanted a faux hawk, what type of hairstyle would you give me? Would you give me something like that?
Yeah, that's a faux hawk.
Right.
People can't
Or a
see
fag
me
hawk.
right now, idiot.
It's
well,
a fag hawk.
I can.
Fag hawk?
Yeah.
So when I was in California, I went to Sports Clips, and I just usually ask for a faux hawk every time. I just wear a hat. I don't do my hair. So I was thinking that. She's like, oh, okay. and she was cutting my hair, but she started doing like the mohawk thing where it's like,
Oh, like a
It's-
real mohawk, like shaving the sides.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like, it was like a triangle type deal.
Uh-huh.
Now, is that a faux hawk
That
as
is
well?
a mohawk.
See, I don't
So
know.
she fucked it up.
Yeah, a faux hawk is where it blends to where you could wear it as a normal crew cut.
Right.
Or pinch it together like that fag hawk over there.
How dare you?
I know, I shouldn't really be clowning on him. I did it.
No, but it's been far enough removed from the last time you cut it that it's kind of my own mess at this point.
Yeah, it's getting faggier by the day.
Yeah, we gotta book another. This guy's had this long-standing joke with me because I grow funny hair on the side of my head. Like it'll, instead of just turning into sideburns, like it keeps growing regular hair that gets long and then like kind of keeps coming down the side of my face there. But then like it'll twist up if I'm sweaty or something. So she calls them my fag burns.
Yeah, it's like where his sideburns should be. Haven't decided to grow to be pubes yet. Like they haven't
Oh,
like,
you
gone
got
through
pubes on
puberty.
your face?
Well, yeah. I mean, all men have chin pubes, but like the sideburns, where it's like beard hair, is just regular hair, and you know that's Jesse. That's Jesse for you.
Since you're a stylist, do you hear a lot of drama? Like, do you get a lot of drama
Not
stories?
really.
Really?
I mean,
It's
hear
not like
from
the-
people.
Like
Oh, the
barbershop.
shit people tell you is
Yeah.
out of control. Yeah, you don't even know half the you're what? The best part is like the people next to you that they think that they're in a bubble and you can't hear them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're just telling the other stylists their life story, but the whole salon can hear how like, you know, like
She was getting it up the ass.
well, it's more heavier shit. Like somebody's in treatment, or you know, like the little brother has to go to because he got raped, has to go to like counseling and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, people tell you that stuff. Save that for the
crazy.
family, man.
Yeah.
Right. Or like maybe not in a crowded salon.
The worst part is nobody asked.
Has Jesse ever just started saying he got raped in the ass one?
No,
one
he
time?
keeps it quiet.
Oh, he keeps it quiet. Okay.
I do tend to save some of my juiciest bits of like drama for the times when I see Skye in the context of her cutting my hair though, because I mean, and sometimes it just happens because I won't see her for a couple of weeks at a time and then sit down and it's like, oh, all this stuff happened, I gotta tell you. So for us, we probably sound just like any other group of stylist
Oh,
and
God.
customer in there, but we've known each other long enough that it's like
We probably sound like asshole idiots.
we are
really.
asshole idiots. That could be the title of my autobiography.
My asshole's an idiot.
It's always itchy.
Doesn't know shit.
And yet that's all that it gets out of its mouth.
Shit talker.
Like Nick here.
Yeah. I'm trying to, I don't know. I'm tired. I
You're
woke up
tired?
early today.
All right, well, I want to
For
tell
this.
you a story real quick and get some comments.
'Kay.
And I mentioned this to Skye a couple days ago because I wanted to get her kind of prepared for
Oh,
what we were
you
doing.
just want me to put me on the spot?
Let-
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you always do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So it was actually, it's an article I sent you, and it was about this woman who lives in an apartment complex, like a larger one, and they have, you know, certain guidelines for what you could maybe have, you know, written on a
So
wall.
it was
or-
like one of those like low standard apartments where you got to be put on a list and
I
pay
don't know
$20
about that.
a month and take our government money.
What? What are you
Go
talking
ahead.
about?
Go ahead.
No, it was a regular apartment complex, but unlike mine, it was larger, so they actually have a few more rules governing like what happens in the parking lots and stuff, I guess. So this lady parks there, and then they got some snow, like we had here just a couple weeks ago, like a good amount. And when she moved her car out, the remaining like covered patch of asphalt she was parked
yeah,
on
okay, yeah,
looked
yep.
like a penis.
Yeah.
And that's funny. That's objectively funny because that's what people like to draw anyway. But
That's
she
all I
actually
did when it snowed was draw dicks.
But she actually got in trouble for it. She wasn't drawing a dick on the sidewalk or whatever. Her car leaving just made that impression, and
Yeah,
she got like
it
a
was-
$20 or $100 fine or something because of that.
Yeah, they said it was some type of Honda. I don't know what.
It was a minivan, I believe.
It was a minivan?
Yeah, those are the most penis-shaped style cars, aren't they?
I don't know. You drove a Daewoo. That was pretty big shit.
I think it was just some fucking bullshit for them to collect money because they needed it.
I don't know if they've collected.
Or if it
but-
was some church fucking religious person that's just really uptight.
Dude, even
I
churches...
think it's just somebody who has nothing better to do.
Right. Churches have a sense of humor about that stuff sometimes.
I mean, we all have.
Not the
well,
fucking
I almost
Church
said
of
we all have dicks,
Scientology.
but
We all draw
don't.
them.
I mean, mammals all have dicks,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
we all know what they look like. It's really not that shocking.
Yeah, some of them
Okay,
wear black
so-
shirts and long
Yeah.
tan pants
Now,
and
do you
baseball
prefer
hats.
a circumcised dick or an uncircumcised dick?
Oh,
Definitely a circumcised dick.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, maybe it's just because of the social norm of America. That's just kind of what you're used to seeing.
yeah.
But I think it's more like a cleanliness thing. I've never been around a dirty uncircumcised dick to really like cast much judgment. But
Right.
just from what I know or have heard, is that they're harder to keep clean.
Like your friend's out with some new guy for the night, and she was expecting a mushroom and was surprised with an egg roll. Or...
Yeah. I'll swallow your leg hole like an egg roll.
Is that a question that you would have to ask a guy before you hooked up with him, or is that
No.
just
I think
like,
that's
do you-
kinda rude.
Do you just like the surprise?
But I will say, when I like online dated for a minute, there was a couple that asked if I was cool with an uncircumcised dick.
huh?
And I was like, yeah, let's see this sucker.
They probably get it a lot of the time where they go out with a girl, they surprise her with that.
Yeah, and they're
then
like, oh, hell no.
yeah.
That is so mean. I mean, it's not, I think it's just the social norm that makes it
Yeah.
odd. But
And like your parents, they're the ones who usually make that decision. It
yeah,
has
and
nothing to do with
isn't
you.
it like the majority of the world is uncircumcised?
Pretty
Mostly,
much,
yeah.
yeah. Unless
Yeah.
you're
It was a
like-
Jewish tradition,
yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
And then there's always like these things where like people are being dicks about getting your baby circumcised.
I
'cause
saw
they think
that.
It's like
And actually,
baby cruelty. I don't know.
yeah, but I think it's actually easier for someone in the long run to just get rid of it.
Yeah. I mean, all the
Get rid
guys.
of that shit. It's useless. That extra skin was for when you were like pillaging and foraging for berries and like hunting with
Right,
no
right.
clothes.
Yeah, like
to
cavemen.
protect your baby maker.
Yeah.
That's the pure. That's exactly what it's for. Yeah, and now
Yeah.
that that's gone,
Yeah,
now
we're not
men are
out-
just pussies. They just sit around. They might as well not even have one altogether.
I mean, yeah, I've never hit a circumstance in my life where having a circumcised one cost me anything. But I've heard stories of people who are uncircumcised suddenly having a date go bad or whatever. And it's like, there's some kind of a shock or a surprise factor. Like you were wearing a mask or something and took it off. Like, no, that's
Right.
just natural.
Let's get a girl perspective on dicks here. Now, let's just say you're about to like.
He's tired of providing his
Spit
own
it out.
perspective on him.
Spit
Yeah.
it out.
Let's just say you're about to fucking take the guy's pants off for the first time. Now, are you thinking like, how big is this, or how's it gonna look like?
Well,
Is it flavored
Like,
cherry?
like, do you get shocked? Like, oh, this is small, but I'm not gonna tell him.
I mean,
Or you know,
yeah, there's some shock in there, but I think more of the shock is when it's huge, and you're like, oh, hell no, I don't know where you think you're gonna put that.
well, that's never gonna happen for
Yeah.
me.
Oh, okay.
Nick was trying to
go.
see if the reaction he's used to getting is the normal.
Micro dick reaction.
That's why you keep getting
Oh,
back with the
bless
same
your
girl.
heart.
She doesn't know any better. No, she
Or we'll be talking, and I'll say something about like dicks being big, and she'll say something like, "Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that, do you?"
You know, you expect that from your buddies. You don't expect it from your girlfriend.
Hey, it's fun to have a relationship like that. You can fuck around with each other.
You
I
gotta
wouldn't
make
know.
fun of her titties or something.
Yeah. Oh no.
Don't do that.
No,
See,
don't
there's
do
boundaries.
that. No.
All right, so what's a good one that Jeremy uses on you sometimes?
Wait, are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
he'll joke about how I used to be a boy. Okay, he's like, yeah, because there's this. It's a long story, but somebody called me I'll just say it. So I was getting it on one time
Okay.
with like an older guy who was like, I don't know, maybe like 15 years older than me,
Wow.
Oh wow.
and I
Hitting that.
in mid pump, he goes, Did
I like the
anybody
sound
ever
effects.
tell you you had nice boobs in middle school?
What the fuck?
And I was like, what the fuck? But we were like shit-faced, you know, so I just put my hand over his mouth and just like, shut up. Like, I didn't think about it much till the next day, and I was cracking up laughing.
Middle school.
I was dying. I thought it was so hilarious because I'm like, okay, either you're a chimo or like you think that like my boobs look like middle school boobs.
Or there's a third option. Maybe it's like the whole Fight Club thing where she's like, I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
Maybe. I don't know. Or that's not what he meant at all. Or I heard it wrong. Who knows? But no, I kind of have middle school boobs.
Is the guy that you're with now older or younger?
He's older.
He's older?
He was 15 years older than me.
Oh, so you're with him right now?
No. Oh, Jeremy. No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
only like, he's 1 year older.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 1 year old?
Yeah, like 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows all about the story. It's whatever. So now he's like, yeah, maybe that's when maybe your boobs stopped growing in middle school when they cut your dick off. Fuck, man.
That's it. Is that what relationships are really like when they last that long? Because I'm kind of coming at this one from the bench, if you will. I usually get about 2 to 4 months in and then something goes wrong. But like this is a whole new perspective to these things.
Oh, well, we were friends first for like a good year and a half. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, like I don't know how to not fuck with each other.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like that would be weird if we didn't. I would be a little offended.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
why
see,
are you picking on me?
You have like that cool personality. Now, you know, my girlfriend, I can mess with her a little bit, but there's some things where I can take too far.
Right.
She's insecure about those things. I'm like,
Well,
ah,
and
shit.
I think any girl really has that. You still have to be aware.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's ways that you could fuck with even someone as cool as Skye. It's just you don't want to.
I mean, we all have insecurities and like are sensitive about some things, and especially certain times of the month.
You promised us beforehand in a joking manner you were going to bring up periods, but I mean, if you actually want to do it, I'm
mean,
down.
The
Nah.
menstrual cycles.
Nah.
Yeah.
How does this work?
Well,
Someone
you should
missed
listen
7th
closer
grade
and I'll
Jesus, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not my job, man. Call your dad.
My dad's dead.
Oh, of course.
I'm just kidding.
Mine
Yeah.
is. Asshole.
I know. Right when I was saying that, I was like, oh, shit, I should have said that because, you know, your dad's dead. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to bring it up, but I did.
Yeah, and trust me, if there was one man living who had menstrual cycles to describe to me, it was my dad. Fucking A.
See, I think even men too can be on the rag.
Yeah.
In the immortal words of Brandon Boyd.
Manstrating.
Man straight, no. Men too can be on the rag.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
He does. It's in a song.
And if you don't know him, Brandon Boyd's lead singer of Incubus.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard of that band for a while. I don't
Yeah.
know what they're doing.
They're really
anymore.
good. I just saw them this last year in Sacramento.
I was supposed to go to that.
Oh, yeah, you didn't go.
It was
Yeah.
so
You
good.
sacked out.
They covered an NXS song.
Ooh.
It was sick.
Which one?
Devil Inside.
Huh.
It was awesome.
Incubus
No,
covering...
I'm sorry. I Need You Tonight is what they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And were they one of the headliners?
No,
at
they played during
Aftershock?
the day.
Okay.
It was sunny, but just as bitchin'.
It's sunny there up until like the last show of the night.
Yeah, but the
usually.
headliners usually come on at dark.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? In that
Yeah.
reference, they weren't last.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, or sorry, not last year, but the year before that one, when I got to go, the headliners were 9 Inch Nails and Ozzy. Those were two, like both headlining acts. Once you got out of seeing them, it was just, your life somehow felt different. It
Yeah,
was so
my
cool.
feet definitely felt different.
Well, we get back to the hotel after night one, and there had been some issue with Skye's shoes or socks or something.
I
Sandals?
stepped in I had Converse on. I stepped in a sludge pile in between the porta potties.
Yeah.
You
My
slept?
foot, no steps.
Oh, steps.
My foot sunk into it to my ankles.
Oh,
So then we got back to the hotel room, and just like she had somehow done the year before, she ended up ditching her socks and
Yeah.
shoes.
Tossed them in the bush.
Yeah, they were in the bushes around our hotel room after the first night.
Did you go buy her some new shoes?
No, she brought backups. She had done that the year before also.
Yeah.
She's
I lost
you
my
just
shoes in
buy
the tool
shoes
pit the year
just-
before. No, I found my shoes.
Oh.
Some old man that I was seeing at the beer garden every second beer out of 12 he was just, the guy you see all the time at the festival.
Yeah.
And he's definitely like, obviously, there.
Yeah.
Big pot-bellied, sweaty guy. Anyway, I lost my shoes in the pit at Tool, and he's like, "Oh, is it a black and white Converse?" Yeah. It's right over there. It was like he was my saving grace. And then I go, "What about the other one?" Well, let's check. Sure as shit.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Well, I
No
don't think,
socks, though. I didn't care about that, though.
Yeah.
I think that dirty Converse are one of those things you can safely bet no one's going to jack.
Those
from
are the Converse I brought back last year,
and the
too.
ones you finally threw away?
No, I didn't throw the Converse away, just the socks.
Oh.
I cleaned them up.
Okay.
Yeah, so they just are sludge shoes now.
I got to paint a
Oh,
little
no,
word.
Jesse, you're right. It was a different pair.
I think
Wasn't
so.
wearing that day.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you did throw those shoes
I
away,
did.
I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, I got to paint a word picture for this shit show that would go on at Aftershock. It's like a 2-day festival, but we'd spend about 3 days there. And each day before we, like, even left to go to breakfast, we would, between the 3 or 4 of us, kill a fifth of either Jameson
Yeah,
or
you
vodka.
said you guys were like drinking
Oh, that's
all
all we
morning
did.
and day. Yeah.
That's all we did.
Yeah, by day 2, I was standing in the middle of like the open grounds in front of a stage at like 2 p.m. just trying to stand up during In This Moment because I was so fucked up from 2 days of binge drinking that all I could do was stand there.
You told me that you blacked out for a second and you thought you were making out with a chick, but it ended up being a guy.
I absolutely did not say
I didn't hear that story. Let's hear it.
Yeah, that's what you said. He was just out walking around.
Nope. If I'm gonna make out with a dude, that
Fucking
should be
Ozzy
intentional.
was playing in the background.
It was dark.
Yeah. You started.
He was
you know-
shaved. He was freshly shaved.
Me or the other guy?
Of the other guy.
Yeah, you said, she had long hair, but it was a dude with long hair.
Yeah.
The sad part is so many people are gonna believe you now.
I do. I believe it.
You were there.
I wasn't there.
She was too busy trying to find her shoes. So.
That's true.
No, she was too busy
No, trying to keep my eyes open.
and trying to make sure she didn't miss Greta Van Fleet,
Or
who was
fall.
amazing that year. You were full? Oh,
No, or
booze.
fall.
Fall.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
I'm not very nimble on these feet.
Skye's the friend you can guarantee if you're out drinking, she will
It's
eat
like
shit.
the gauge.
Well, I remember, I forgot. I don't know if it was at Sidekicks New Year's Eve, but we did that stupid, like, fucking sled shot thing with fireball.
Oh, the shot ski.
Yeah, the shot ski.
I love a shots. I
Oh,
love a good
you
old
did that with
fashioned
her?
shot ski.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
was it? Did you enjoy
I
it?
think you were involved as well.
I
There
was
4
working.
of us. I don't think you were working. Then.
If it was New Year's Eve, I was working.
You were working that ski boo.
Yeah. Skeet skeet.
Motherfucker. God damn.
Shot skeet skeet.
So, have you ever done drugs in your life?
Who's listening?
About 20 to 80 people per week.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I have.
Now, have you ever had like one bad drug experience that
Yeah,
sticks
I did.
to your mind?
Acid.
Really?
Ooh.
I've never
8th
done
grade.
that. I've always wanted to try it.
Eighth
but-
grade.
What
Acid.
happened?
My friend's mom died.
What?
Yeah, she got the phone call that she ran into a telephone pole while we were frying on acid.
That is not
Yeah,
where I was
try
expecting
to try
that
to dig
go.
yourself out of that.
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
Yeah.
let me dig myself out of this. Okay.
Other than that, I really have fun on drugs.
I think you just gave us the shovel. We're going to get out of this one. Jesus. Okay, how about let's rephrase the question. Away from a bad
have you
drug.
had a really fun time experience on a drug?
Yes, absolutely. More times than not.
I've been researching this drug called DMT. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Yeah, I know exactly about it.
And have you done it?
I have not done it. It scares me, but I have some friends who've done it in front of me, and it is like surreal. It's,
Really?
it's
I heard
seriously
it-
like 45 seconds
Yeah.
of them tripping the F out, and you're just going, what the fuck? And then they're like, yunk. Whoa, that was cool.
And that's
Yeah.
it?
Snap right out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's supposed to be like a weird like ayahuasca.
Yeah,
type
like
deal where
outer
you're
body-
outer body experience.
They
Wow.
seriously, like, the minute they did it, I think they smoked it.
Yeah, I read that if you smoke it, it kicks in, but it only lasts for a little bit.
Yeah,
but if you
it was a
snort
little
it
bit.
or something, it lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's just not for me. I don't like to lose control like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know, because
feel
they
you.
literally lost control. Like, they just laid there. Like, they were slugs. you
But
know?
only for like a minute?
Yeah.
And do you know if it felt longer to them? Like what?
Yes, they said that it felt like hours.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
People said they felt like experiences where they felt like they're like in another life for like years, and then they come out of it
Wow.
I've thought about, hey, Jesse, we should try it and do it on
Hey,
the show.
let's get
On the
some-
show?
Yeah,
It'll
dude.
be quiet airtime. Maybe some moaning or some screaming. Who knows?
Maybe one at a time.
Yeah, that's
so
what you-
someone can describe
No, that's
things.
absolutely what you have to do.
Well, and I know that like Joe Rogan is a huge fan of that stuff, and there's even memes now where he's like talking about something serious with someone. And he's like, "Yeah, but have you ever done DMT?" And it's like, okay, now I kind of want to try it, but I'm like Skye. I don't want to lose control.
No, and I just
you know?
like I don't know. Plus, I feel like that window of doing stupid drugs has passed. Like I'm 36 years old. It's time to. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me
I
as
get
much.
that way.
do cocaine like an adult.
Yeah. Smoke weed like a mom.
Sell weed like a mom. That was
Yeah.
a good show for like 3 seasons.
What,
What, weeds?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that show about weed called?
Yeah,
oh,
weeds. Weeds.
What's that song by the Grateful Dead?
Cocaine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Something about a train.
Oh shit! So, a couple weeks ago when Aaron was in here, we were talking about that New
Norman?
Year's party. Aaron Norman, yes.
Norman.
He's
Norman.
gonna love that. But we were talking about a New Year's Eve show we did, and we mentioned Ryan Drake and how he went through our window. You were at the same party, and you were actually with Drake when it happened. Like,
Yeah.
take
yeah.
us through that one a little.
Oh,
bit.
I was
do you
with
know
him,
why
all right.
he went through the window?
I have a feeling that you guys might know why, and you just want to hear.
Well, I don't know why, because I wasn't a part of this whole.
And I don't either because I think we were still playing.
So
when it
I think
happened.
that the who's to fault is up for debate. It was either my fault or Drake's fault.
Okay.
I personally think it was Drake because it was right when it hit midnight and it was like these Happy New Year, jump around, hug each other's. And we were both jumping around like simultaneously like a bunch of fucking idiots. Hugging, jumping around, have a fucking New Year, guy, let's get drunk. And I think one of us like lost our footing and he seriously just crashed through the single pane window.
Yeah.
And that scar I see all the time.
Yeah,
And I go,
he's still-
oh.
Yeah,
has
see,
it.
the story I always get, it's like, oh, I'm going to fucking jump through this window.
No.
Look at me.
No,
No,
this
not
was
like
straight up
that.
like party's over. Like the music stops.
Yeah, Brad
I'm like
showed up.
now I'm crying. I'm like, oh, enemy. And so the reason why he thinks I pushed him through the window is because he was backwards and I was forwards hugging him and I had, shards and like
Yeah.
scratches on my arms and cuts. And
Right.
yeah. And then I didn't mean to do it.
Well, that had to be like a pretty big fucking push to go through the window.
Well, right. And I honestly think we both just kind of like lost our footing.
Yeah.
And the window was there.
And how are you going to push someone if your arms are still wrapped
Well, and
around
I would
them?
never push a buddy anyway.
Yeah, but like there's.
But
like,
I really think that
physically.
he's mostly just like, you push me. Like, just kind of fucking around. But I still think he thinks it's because of me.
Right.
When I think it was really like his dumbass jumping around.
Yeah.
It was both of us. Yeah.
It was an accident.
Well,
you know?
he's got the scars to prove, so that's cool.
Did you end up with any on your arms?
Oh,
No.
dude, I come out unscathed. I'm a calloused old whiskey hag.
Whiskey.
Oh, whiskey tits.
All right, Nick, how you doing, man? You were all like depressed last week.
I'm still depressed, dude. I go up and down.
Are you bipolar?
I could be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you might be?
Well,
have you
okay,
Googled
my
it?
girlfriend tells
Ooh.
me this, right? Because I'm a Gemini.
Oh, duh.
See?
Dude,
They all
no,
do that.
That's your answer. You're just
So
a
they
fucking
all do
Gemini.
that.
Are you super indecisive?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's called being a puss. It's
No,
not
that's
being
called-
a
no,
Gemini.
that's seriously-
Well, see,
a
Jesse
Gemini
doesn't
trait.
believe in, the whole.
She knows, and I don't give
Science
her
thing.
shit for believing in it, but
Oh, I believe.
it's
No,
not that
and
she
it's
believes.
not. It's not
but-
necessarily like it's like tried and true. It's seriously that it's. There's been a few times where it's like absolutely relevant.
Yeah, the anecdotal evidence.
Every
has
single
been-
Gemini I've ever met is super black and white, super indecisive,
Oh shit, man, she's gonna agree with you.
and
so bad.
flighty as fuck.
Is that you?
Like they'll like something 1 minute and then the next minute just fucking hate it.
She's like, you're good 1 week, and then the next week everything's just bad.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just
it's
like,
true.
She's like, oh well, this is gonna be the bad Nick this week.
It's absolutely true. One of my good friends is one. I've had a couple good friends that are Geminis and like really close to me.
Yeah.
That I can definitely like pinpoint it. When I figure out they're Gemini, I'm like, yep, you sure fucking are.
So are you well versed enough in that stuff to be able to meet someone and then just kind of say, okay, this person's a Pisces or whatever?
No. It's more like if they tell me, I'm like, I can see that.
Right.
I always thought of it as, I think we talked about it before, where like as you're growing up, they're like, oh, you're a Gemini, so you're gonna act this way. So, and then you end up becoming that because you're told
Sure.
that. throughout
No,
the years.
absolutely. Like, these are your good traits. These are your bad traits. Yeah.
This vodka
Yeah.
went down the wrong tube. Oh.
Well, I'll take it off your hands.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm a trooper.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, where it's kind of forced into your brain so you automatically think it. Like, if somebody told you that was green your whole life, but it's actually yellow, you're going to believe that it's green.
Yes, people tell me I've been gay my whole life, but
Well, they're right.
Well,
no, they're not.
you should start believing.
Maybe the bad weeks with your girlfriend are just the weeks that you're gay.
But yeah, I think I'm just fighting with myself.
That's true. So the Gemini is the twins, right?
Yep.
So maybe there's one that's like a little
gay
twink.
twin.
Yeah.
Well,
You got the twink one? Actually,
I'll come
I do.
stay over here with you, Jesse, on the bad weeks.
Nick, you wouldn't want.
Which spoon do you
want
want to
any
be?
of this.
I want to
You
be
wanna be the
little
big one or
spoon.
the little
I want
one?
to be the little spoon.
He wants to be somehow on the outside and the
And the
inside at the
inside.
same time.
He wants to be the whole sandwich,
He wants to be the filling.
the whole hoagie.
And then right at the end of everything, I just want to turn over and look right into your eyes.
Yeah.
Be like, I love you, Jesse.
That's so sweet. It would never.
Is this over yet?
Nope. Do you watch
Uncomfortable.
Netflix a lot?
Yeah, I got my Netflix and my snacks.
Have you watched the documentary called Abducted in Plain Sight?
No. Is it
that's a
worth
good one.
watching?
Yeah.
It is. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
I just watched it last night because I keep hearing about how fucked up it is, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, I saw it right after I saw the Ted Bundy ones, which are also really good.
So I've never really been into like serial killers, so I'll probably just skip that one.
Abducted in Plain Sight's not a serial killer one. It's a really crazy story where this neighbor basically convinces one of this family's daughters that she's an alien, that he's her salvation. That
Yeah.
So it's
they get
Scientology.
married. It's like a minor version of Scientology where this guy gets to become a legalized pedophile for a while.
Yeah, and the
Jesus.
parents are like
Yeah.
okay with it, but then he like starts to like have sex with like the parents, like
Each of
What?
them.
Yeah.
He gets them both into
What
these
the
compromising
fuck?
situations so that they can blackmail him against ever going to the cops.
yeah. The fucking, I guess the husband and him are in the car, and he's like, "Oh, I just need to relieve myself," and he's
Yeah.
like, "Can you relieve me?" And the fucking husband's like, "And I relieved him.
Yeah.
I masturbated him." You
Yeah.
know? It's
He
crazy.
baited.
Yeah.
He baited
They were
him.
biting.
He baited him. Fucking-
Go away, I'm baiting.
I'm biting.
But yeah, that's a good one. There's no death in it, but it shows you. It's not that the girl's parents are completely unable to be sympathized with. It's just that you see this chain of events and you go, if any one of these things happened differently, the worst of it wouldn't have happened. But it just this guy and his wife played this couple so perfectly, and then had the daughter convinced herself for a long time that it was accurate.
That is insane how
Yeah.
much somebody can just be brainwashed.
And think that you're an alien and your mission is to have sex with this
Yeah.
guy and procreate and
Gross.
stuff. Yeah.
And the parents would just let their daughter that he was so infatuated on, like, go on these like trips with him.
Yeah. Oh, because he's our neighbor. It's okay.
Yeah.
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 It's because
I'd
I
be like,
suck his
"Fuck
dick
you."
too. It's okay.
God.
So's your dad. It's no big. We trust him. Ooh, okay. This is just speaking of semen.
Yes, jism.
Nick's favorite
Yeah.
topic.
I saw this like thing on Instagram where it was this girl and she's like, so I was in biology today and we had to swab our mouths. One girl had a whole living sperm swabbed out of her mouth.
Oh God. How embarrassing is
Is that not awesome though? If I was her partner, I mean in biology, I would think that was fucking hilarious. I would be high-fiving that girl
Right?
like, damn, sucking some D before class.
And if you're
God.
that guy, you have the ultimate claim that yours are strong swimmers. Like, yeah, this thing was discovered still alive in her
Just
mouth.
stuck up in the gums. One single sperm. I know that was slightly off topic, but
There
anyways,
is no such thing on this show.
Nope.
you know what show I love on Netflix, or did love because I binged it already, is Russian Doll.
I haven't
Actually,
seen
that was actually really good.
I
My
thought it was
girlfriend
great.
started watching it, and then I got.
And you
into
got
it.
caught,
I
right?
got-
Because it looks kind of chick flicky, but it's
Yeah.
not at all.
What is it?
So it's Natasha Lyonne. Do you know her?
Orange is the
She
New
talks
Black.
like you know,
Yeah.
she's got that New York kind
Red
of
hair.
vibe, and I think they are in New York, and they're like artsy people. Anyway, basically the premise is she keeps dying and she can't figure out, and coming back to life, can't figure out why.
Oh.
So isn't it kind of like a whole time kind of parallel universe kind of
Yeah,
idea?
well, they like relive the same day over again, but towards the end, they end up realizing other shit's happening, like their friends are missing, or they can't see themselves in the mirror. I
Yeah.
don't know what the perspective on the show was, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think that's the cool part is you're still kind of left wondering, you know?
You know, speaking of artsy people, I had date night on Saturday night. We went to a fancy dinner. I showed pictures, you know,
Yeah.
because it was pretty awesome. $55 just for a fucking steak plate.
Oh, I love that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
though. Where we at?
And then we went to Romeo and Juliet. We saw a play. But one thing I didn't know, I tried to make this whole romantic night. While doing Romeo and Juliet, Romeo is deaf, right? So they're trying to interpret, like,
What?
yeah,
What?
they're trying to put sign language in with this play.
Okay.
That
So
you can't read?
no. So what they did was all the actors that were in the play, they would come out and say his lines for him while he's doing the sign language, like he's talking. But
Oh,
it's
so
not
the
him.
Romeo Romeo
Yes.
is deaf and he is acting in sign language.
Yes.
So they have a word interpreter.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
It wa-
Is Juliet deaf?
No. No. There's only 2 people that were deaf, but then I felt fucked
There
up.
was 2?
Yeah.
Who's the second one?
The priest, and I was trying not to laugh because the priest would like try to speak
Talk.
as he's like,
Oh, no.
Oh.
and
Oh,
then
no.
Romeo would sometimes like try to yell
Like
out
squeak.
something, and he'd be like, "Ugh!" and I just
Squeak.
wanted to laugh, and I couldn't, but
Fucking terrible. Now we lost our 3 deaf clients.
yeah.
That's something that I
Did you
feel they
not get
should
the
have
joke?
warned you about in advance.
Well, we started reading the stupid little magazine pamphlet they gave us, and then she's like, "Deaf sign language." I'm like, "Oh fuck! Well, this is gonna be fucking shitty." But it ended up actually being pretty cool. But it was 3 hours fucking long. I thought
Where
it was
was it?
Act Theater in Seattle.
Oh, it was in Seattle?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe it was in Everett.
Yeah, it sounds more like what they do in a local
No,
production.
I guess they do like really good
I
plays in
paid
Everett.
fucking
Really?
$40 each for those fucking.
I'm not a
tickets.
big play person, but to check it out, but I've heard.
Yeah, I don't go to plays a whole lot. They do one act that comes through Everett like every year that I want to see, which is that it's that stoner improv comedy night. And what they do is they do half of their show sober, then they take an intermission and they all
Oh,
get
that's
really
cool.
stoned, and
That's
then
funny.
they do the next half.
Does everybody else get stoned too, the audience?
I mean, I assume so. I don't think that's part of it. like-
It's probably okay, though.
yeah,
I want to do that here once. I
Yeah,
wanna
that'd
be
see,
fun.
because when I smoke weed, I'm not social. I just want to
Me
sit on
too.
the couch and
I'm
just
a
watch
slug.
TV. So I want to see how that
So,
would work.
Right.
You're social. You talk like a fucking butterfly.
My parents are stoners, okay?
yeah.
And I'm more of a drinker. And they're cool with that or whatever, but they're constantly in their pen. They're seriously like Cheech and Chong. I've never seen too many people smoke so much weed and be completely coherent
No.
in my entire life. They're just fucking pros. I don't even know. It's like, God, John Denver's
Have
like
they-
singing.
Have they always been that way?
Yeah, they've always been
you-
stoners. Well, my dad quit for his work, but now he's like, we're right back at it.
So you
Retired?
probably had like
Yeah.
a pretty laid back,
Yeah, my parents are
Household.
chill, but so they'll smoke and they'll be like always offering to me. I'm like, no, I can't. I go I'll always smoke them before it's like time for bed, and I go, you got me for about 45 minutes because I'm super funny and weird for like 45 minutes,
No.
and then I'm just done.
nap
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Stupid. Like so I start not making sense.
Now that must be relatively new because when I met you, now
I used to be a huge pothead.
yeah, and you actually trained me at Papa John's, and we would roll around in your car supposedly for training, just getting ripped out of our minds.
Yeah.
And it was the best thing ever. But like, when did that change from something you could do while you were being active to being something that you like that made you tired?
When I had a real career. When I had to grow up and be a real adult. I'm a real boy. Yeah, that's really it. I think Drake, who we talked about before, used to come get his hair cut.
Yeah.
And then that was when I first started cutting hair and stuff. And I would have all the time in the world because I had no clientele. He'd be like, let's go smoke a bowl.
Yeah.
And I would come back baked as shit and be like, dude, this is so hard.
Have you ever fucked up somebody's hair in the middle of it and like?
Not
oh,
from being
shit.
stoned, just
No?
from being new and not knowing pretending I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get that at all? Like, obviously, you've been like licensed and doing this for what, 10 years now?
It's like 13.
13.
I'm an old bitch.
But like, your name gets around town. Everyone knows
Whoa.
Skye in
Yeah,
Everett.
just-
Not
For the hair thing.
Like a
For the hair
slutty
thing.
way.
or the whiskey thing.
or you can spot it. You know, if like the first time I met Barbie at Tony V's, I knew she got her haircut by you before
Yeah.
she ever told me because it has your trademark
I
on it.
definitely have a style. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, do you find that you make fewer mistakes later in life, or are they
Yes.
just different?
No,
ones?
absolutely. You definitely make fewer because you know more.
Yeah,
Because you've made the mistakes
right.
to know the difference, you know?
What's
Can you do like one of those cool haircuts where you put like a Seahawks emblem in the side?
No, I'm not that good at that.
No?
No, that is a whole special kind of person.
That's
Those
like a
are-
drawing talent.
Those are, yeah.
almost.
Yeah, you have to know how to draw, and then you have to have the right tools as well. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But what's one of the bigger mistakes?
My
that you
worst
did make?
mishap?
Yeah. What just or
Well,
one big one?
I mean, they all haven't been like super huge because, you know, the idea is it's hair. It
Yeah.
kind of like, you can fix it.
Right.
But I think the worst one is when I burnt somebody's hair off because I've never used these particular like heating lamps before.
Yeah.
And I seriously put them like 1 inch away from the top of her head when they're
Oh,
really
no.
supposed to create kind of like an incubator of
Yeah.
heat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, get it done. And seriously, I opened up that packet of foil and it was like smoking.
Oh my god.
It's so hot. And I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How pissed was that person?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't think it was one of those that she could really tell instantly. I mean, her hair
good.
melted up, but I mean, people have a lot of hair. It wasn't like there was a bald spot or anything
Okay.
like that. It just kind of broke off. And lots of times hair will break off in time. Like, so when they start washing it, it comes off.
So it looks
Oh,
like they're the
God.
idiot or something.
No, no, but you just don't get like the brunt of it at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Nick? Have you had any big mishaps at your job?
I've fucked up parts and shit. Here
What
and
is your
there.
job?
I work at Boeing, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where the
so
consequences are.
Yeah.
I hear there's a lot of cool folks at Boeing.
Yeah.
Jeremy, my
not-
boyfriend works at Boeing, and I know a
So
lot of
does
his
Drake.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake,
Drake
does
does
as well.
too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow, yeah.
He's an
I
engineer.
must work in the looser department then.
You
There's
do,
fucking
yeah.
nobody cool over there.
Yeah.
You were basically one of those who came in kind of like in the army, how you can either like join the officers, whatever, or you can just enlist. You're like an enlisted Boeing person, no college, nothing like that.
Yeah, that's how Jeremy is.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can still make great money there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drake's
thanks,
someone who.
Skye.
Yeah.
You know, I know Jesse over here.
Well,
is
I
trying
think
to-
there's a lot of people like that. It's kind of that whole idea of who
Yeah.
the fuck needs to go to school. It's a trade type of idea.
Right.
You do make good money though.
You do.
I'm not gonna like quit because
You
like
can't
I don't
quit.
like being there anymore. But I have
That's
to
what
stay
they all
because of
say.
the money.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
See, but here's my thing. A guy like Drake, he went and he got a degree in engineering while he was there, I believe.
Yeah, Boeing
Yeah, they
paid for it.
They
Yeah.
pay for all this.
So now he's suddenly more in like the upper, like he has slightly more room for advancement. So you could do something like that too, I would believe.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. That's what I've been talking about lately. But
It's
you know,
easier if you're not a fucking idiot.
Well,
So now, I still want to know what you fucked up.
Yeah.
oh, you know what's I don't know if I should talk about it.
I
but-
know,
You
right?
can be vague if you want to, but like
No, it's just over the years working there, I've seen how people like cut corners, or they're just like, whatever, it's fine. And then I'm just like, oh, dude, this is like in fucking airplane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 It's shit like that.
So
or
where do you work? In what area?
fucking 787.
Okay.
Like interior engines, what
Whoa. You know stuff?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Jeremy
I used
works
to
in
wanna be a pilot.
interiors.
I do interiors.
You do?
It's pretty boring because I feel like I'm not a mechanic anymore. Because I used
Ask him what plane he works
I
on.
used to, you know, actually feel like a mechanic and drill and actually do shit and put shit together. Now I just put in fucking like sidewall panels or carpet. That's pretty much it.
Don't
He
worry.
does closets.
Sometimes I'll do a closet here and there.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Or,
when they move you down to like headrests and stuff,
Or-
then you know you're on the way out.
better yet, I put in
Toilets.
I put in the fucking bathrooms. I do. I put
Latrines.
I do the lavatories.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about this. How in the world can you even get in the Mile High Club? You have to be like
right.
Yeah,
the most
they're really
petite
small.
people to be able to have sex in one of those bathrooms.
And
Yep.
you can hardly turn around in one.
Right, you would need to be a collegiate level experience in the Kama Sutra to be able to find a position that would work in there. You
Here's
know,
the thing. I think it's. I don't know if it. I think it's just a 787. I'm not totally sure on that. But I put in this bathroom that goes in the middle, and there's two of them, right?
Okay.
So they connect together, and they have a sliding door that you can open, but it locks. So I always thought, like, what if someone tries to open this door when they're during flight and someone else is in there? Like,
But what's the purpose of the sliding door?
I think it's a handicap thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like they have wheelchairs.
people
Yeah,
have
I
been
know.
people have been using handicap stalls in regular bathrooms for
I
years
do.
to bang. Why not in the airplane? I know that's not their
He's on
intended use,
787.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, I work graveyard shifts. So.
Oh, well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You probably see him right as you're leaving. or
He's
something.
morning. He's picking up your slack.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
You've been sleeping in the cockpit all night, and so Jeremy has to
Did
do
you
the
just say
actual
cock?
work.
Cock.
Oh.
Well, Jesse loves a lot of cock every now and then.
Pit.
Weird.
Hey, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Pit.
The Samoas.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
That's
Do you like
three of us
heroin?
now. Yep.
Heroin. Everyone's got a favorite cookie.
That was both of our answers too. They're
Really?
the best. Yeah.
Samoas for sure. And those tag-alongs, the peanut butter ones.
Yep. That's the other one Nick mentioned.
What's your least favorite?
mint.
Me too.
See?
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Cheeky Shenanigans bringing people together. I love it. I saw a new one though. I haven't actually seen them for sale, but my boss has had one in the kitchen. They're toffee cookies. How long have they been making those?
Meh.
No good?
I'm not a huge fan of
I
like
felt bad
Butterfinger,
the- I
any
felt-
like that kind of thing.
I felt bad the other day. I was at the grocery store and I was walking out and they had like a pretty cool setup for their cookies. And they're
Yeah.
like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hey, just fucking walk by. I'm not buying your
That's
fucking
what you have to
cookies
do.
anymore."
No,
That's the only way to avoid the shakedown.
no, you can't even make eye contact.
Yeah. I just
And then there's
look
the
straight.
dad sitting there like,
Yeah.
aren't you going to buy some cookies? No, dude, I'm fat. I don't need more.
Dude, I've got a subscription. Get those things in the mail.
Dude, I honestly can't even tell you the last time I had a Girl Scout cookie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just had some fucking this morning.
That one Girl Scout who was ingenious made news because she changed. It was on the Samoas.
Oh,
she
the
changed the name
Momoas?
to the Momos and put Jason
Yeah.
Momoa's picture
Hey,
on
what'd
them.
you guys think about that Aquaman movie?
That was awesome.
I love that movie.
Thank
Really?
you for bringing that up. Did
I
you
thought
not
it
like
was cheesy as fuck.
What?
I thought it was so fucking cheesy. I thought the storyline was cheesy.
But do you like any superhero movies?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
what's one you really like?
Probably fucking Wonder Woman.
No, that's gay. No, like the Avengers was good, and the one with Chris Pratt,
Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy is
Yeah.
amazing. I don't know. I like action and I like space. I love space movies.
Okay.
But that
You're
was
a hard one to pin down for movies.
Dude,
I've
I
tried
just
our whole
thought-
friendship.
I thought the writing in it was super cheesy. I thought it was visually appealing, but the writing was just like not doing it for me.
Huh. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I had a
I mean,
different
I-
experience with it, but
Well, I just thought it was cool. I mean, they kind of did bring like the old school part of it in that movie.
Yeah.
Like at the end, they gave him the stupid gay suit.
Yeah.
when he's all in orange.
Well,
and
and I
yellow.
think like the CGI kind of got like even the actual people were a little too CGI'd for me.
it does get
Well,
a little
they said
cumbersome.
they had to like CGI like all their hair because they were
Underwater,
underwater the whole
yeah.
time.
Right.
Well, I thought that part was cool, but like the dad and stuff, like CGIing all his wrinkles away and
Right.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was just
yeah.
kind of, he's looked like a Ken doll.
Yep. Everyone had to look their best.
Are you looking forward to like the new Avengers movie like we are?
No, not
It's
like
cool.
you guys are.
No, we're big nerds on that, but Skye used to almost hate all movies. There was one movie we could always watch
All
together.
movies?
Whenever she would show me a movie,
Let me guess. Half Baked.
no,
No.
Damn it.
no, this is a movie that we treasure, and it's one that I never would have seen if she didn't have such a distaste for the general movies that happened, 10, 15 years ago. But it was called Run, Ronnie, Run. And it's one that to this day we
I've
still
seen it. I've
reference.
never
Have you
watched
seen it?
I've seen like the titles. and
Oh,
shit.
you gotta watch that.
Yeah, I'll sit you down and you'll watch that with me.
It's one of
hilarious.
those. It's one of those that me and my friend, my roommate, we were at a video store
Yeah.
Blockbuster, kids.
Yeah,
That's an old sentence.
Actually, I think this
Blockbuster.
one was Hollywood Video.
Do you prefer Hollywood Video or Blockbuster?
I think I liked Hollywood
Video.
Video. Anyway, I think
worked
it was
at
a
Hollywood
Hollywood video, and we were like, "Oh, this looks kind of dumb. This will be good," because we didn't have cable, and it was like you just had to get DVDs.
Yeah.
And we put that in, and it was solid gold.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
To this day, if you're hanging with some buddies on like a hangover Sunday and
Mm-hmm.
you've gone to get breakfast, if you put that movie on, you guys will have the best rest of your day.
I have a tattoo from that movie, Champagne Jam.
Oh,
Yep.
Have ourselves champagne jam.
Yep.
now
I made you a house of
I'm not trying to
international cheeses.
stereotype this because you're a woman.
But he's gonna go ahead and power
Do
through it
you
anyway.
have like a favorite like romantic movie that you would like fall in love with and like want to cry because it's so like what you want?
No, I'm not like the romanticized tap.
Yeah.
But I do like some of those like cheesy like high school teen movies and
Like
stuff.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, but it's not like the love story that really pulls my heartstrings. It's more just like the parties.
Yeah.
And like the goofies, camaraderies and all that stuff. I don't know. I love those like dumb
recently
movies.
watched A Star Is Born. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've heard of that.
I've heard of it because my coworker has watched it 5 times, 5 days in a row.
She's probably one of those that claims
loves
that
it.
Bradley Cooper is going to end up
No,
with Lady
I don't even
Gaga.
think she gives a shit about that. She just
Oh.
really liked the movie.
That's cool.
The story is really good. I fell in love with it actually, and at the end,
Ooh.
I almost started tearing up. I'm like,
Oh, he was schmitzing. You want to hear the first movie I ever cried at?
Yes.
Free Willy.
Really?
As a kid, yep. My mom was always like, "You never cry at movies. Like, what's wrong with
Yeah.
you?" And she looks over and she's like, "Free Willy."
You know what's funny is we added that
He
on.
got free. It was awesome.
Free Willy.
And his fin had gone
yeah.
down, and so that's how you knew he was a captive whale. But the funny thing is, we owned a copy of
I
that on
never knew
When's
DVD.
my
that.
fin gonna go down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Their big dorsal
Yeah.
fin curves
So
down.
when you have a
in
boner and
captivity.
your dick goes down, does that mean?
That
that
means you're
doesn't happen
captive.
to me.
You have a constant boner.
No, but it never goes down. It doesn't curve like the fin,
Oh, I see rainbow dick.
Oh, hey, going back to dicks again. Hold on.
Hold on, no.
Okay, fine. Let's go. Okay.
I just wanted to spit that out. We had the VHS.
Speaking of dicks,
spitting right here. We had the VHS of that movie, and at the beginning, they had this Michael Jackson music video for the soundtrack of that movie that you would just see whenever you played the film before the movie would start. So it was just the weirdest, most awkward thing that they would do on VHSs. They'd put like weird TV commercials
remember.
on them or music videos from the soundtrack before the movie. Like they hadn't quite figured out the DVD extras format yet, obviously. But like that stuff should go at the end, not at the beginning.
I haven't watched an old DVD in a long time.
You should. They have those annoying ass menus that make noises all
I
night
haven't
when you
done-
pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick,
Do
go ahead.
you remember
Speaking
like
of dicks.
growing up as a kid? You know how easy it is to access porn now, right? Just
Now,
5
yeah.
seconds. Back then, you had to get porn through like friends, or you found it in your dad's stash, or like
People gave it to you as a
magazine,
birthday
VHS.
present because it
Or
was
at the
funny.
garbage can at the apartment complex.
yeah, really?
Yep.
I-
Or on the like playground at
Yeah.
the apartment complex. Playboys.
I got this VHS tape from my buddy, and
That was my sex ed.
I still have it, and it has Ron Jeremy in it. I don't know what it's called. Because,
Jeremy?
Yeah, Ron
Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Pretty Jeremy.
Jorny. I peeled the sticker off of it, and I wrote like, no effects video. So like, if my mom would find it, she wouldn't think anything of it. Have you ever had to do anything like that, where you had no
No.
skies?
No.
Never had to. I didn't really. I wasn't exposed to all that when VHS was still a thing. I was much
I don't
older.
really, and I don't really think girls are like into
Do
just
girls
like,
watch
oh,
porn as much
okay.
as guys do?
Not as much.
No, but they do.
Yeah.
But my friends, so I talk about dicks a lot, apparently. I don't even realize how much I do because, until my friends buy me a gift and it's like a big black dildo. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do with this. And you can tell it's cheap too because it's like rubber. And
Or
then
like those porn videos you used
Yes,
to play at parties.
these porn videos that my buddy got me, and they're like $25. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had finally had to be like, quit wasting your money. Like, buy me something nice.
But give us a few titles
Okay.
because these are the funniest.
Okay, this was my favorite to roll at the party. 87 and still banging.
Yep.
And this the man who was having sex with this 87-year-old woman was physically holding his
What?
dick hard.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he was like physically holding the blood in.
Like if he wasn't doing it, he'd have a popsicle stick taped to it.
God.
Like a splint. Yeah. And then the other one
then the
was
other
what?
one was-
She's my brother.
No. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
My brother.
I forgot about that one.
Which is wrong on like 3 levels.
And then Mighty Hermaphrodite. Which
What the fuck?
Which wait, this was okay, this was a guy with a mullet and a beard and mustache with a vagina. And you could tell he had like scars where his boobs used to be.
Oh god.
It was so odd. But yeah, I would just throw those in at parties because I used to have some region-ass parties too.
yeah, we're talking.
Are
there
we
would
talking
be.
like parties like you see on 10 Things I Hate
Yeah,
About
we're
Yeah.
talking 120
I've
people.
always
Yeah,
been
like
in
Jello
Paris,
wrestling
yeah.
like a kiddie pool
Yeah.
full of Jello. Yeah.
That would be so
And then
awesome.
just in the living room, there would be one of these ridiculous porn movies playing, and people would stop in there when they were
watch.
taking a break from the rest of the
Yeah.
party,
Oh,
and they'd be
God.
watching this and be like, "Well, I'm ready to go join those weirdos again."
Here's another good party favor we did. Me and one of my buddies. Well, yeah, it was my idea, but she executed it. We trimmed her pubes off. Okay, so I was sick.
Oh my god!
I was sick of people smoking my weed. Okay,
Oh, this is gonna be like the league.
so I
Yeah.
we straight up put pubes sandwiched between 2 weed nugs in the bong.
Oh no.
Oh, and watching that guy puff that, we were just sitting there drinking our beer in the corner, just cough his fucking face off. And we're over there dying. And then the next party, it was summer and she had like skin peeling off her face.
Oh
So we put her dead skin in there.
no!
Uh-huh. I mean, which is worse, the pubes or the dead skin?
I'd rather smoke the pubes. Honestly.
That's a tough call. The
Right?
skin, I feel.
You gotta pick one.
If I had to pick one,
have
I'm
to
gonna
pick.
have to go with skin.
Yeah, I'd
Really?
probably
Yeah.
pick the skin too.
Yeah, because pubes, you know they're from the genital region, whereas with skin, it's like that's the worst case scenario.
What
So
if
it's
it was
possible,
ball
but-
skin?
It could be, but with pubes, they're definitely ball pubes.
Pubes.
You
What
know,
about foreskin? Would you do that?
Would you smoke foreskin?
no.
What if it got you really high like DMT?
Yeah.
I've never done DMT, but
And the crazy part is, how would you know?
Would you
Like, who would be that guy to try smoking it to get high from it?
Nick over here. No. Even if I heard from reliable sources that foreskin got you high, I could never smoke it because I'm always worried that someone's gonna be there like, you're so gullible.
Yeah, like fucking with you.
Yeah, like no matter how much research I do, it's never enough that I'd be comfortable trying that, you know?
No, I hear that.
Yeah, I'd go
Yeah.
get my doctorate and still be like, I don't know, guys,
I
I'm
would not.
skeptical.
I would never smoke foreskin.
Well, you've smoked pole, though.
Sucking your dick's like smoking a roach. I go from first class
swallow
to
a dick,
coach.
though. Ooh, give us the bowl of beef real quick.
Oh, I don't know about the bowl of beef.
What's the bowl of beef?
I got ham underneath my fingernails.
We had a friend. I'm just gonna give her kind of first name because I don't want to call her out, but her name was Gina and she worked with us. And
Sperm cleaner?
Oh, Gina Foreskin. Okay. Got it.
No, nothing to do with foreskin at all.
that'd be
Not
an
this
interesting.
time.
That'd be a funny like hermaphroditic porn name, Gina Foreskin.
I like Frankie Foreskin. That would be a guy with like this big, huge dong
You know what? I'm gonna
with like a turtleneck on it.
fucking separate this clip and call it foreskin clip.
Well, we're talking about it so long, it might as well be 5 skin now.
Oh, they can't all be winners.
Yeah, no one's gonna give me credit on that.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you-
like that one story
Sorry.
you told us about in church where you
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be funny.
Yeah. That was the worst date. That was on the show with Aaron. And you know how like if you're a kid and sometimes you're sitting in class and they'll be doing a roll call and everyone says here, and then there's like one funny person who says something different, like nope, or it's a stupid joke.
Not
but
here.
As kids, yeah, there's someone who makes one funny comment. So then the kid who thinks they're funny, this guy, tries to make a comment and it was the worst. I almost hesitate giving it again because it was bad even saying it on the episode, but it's so embarrassing. So I was sitting in church and I'm thinking, okay, I really want to be funny. I've always wanted to be funny, so I'm going to try to do what these guys do. And I'm thinking, and some guy in front of me
That's
says
your problem. You
one.
thought too much.
Oh, I totally overthought it. You can't do that. You just got to either be funny or not. So I'm thinking about it, and then they finally call Jesse Pepin, and I'm like, don't count me out. To dead silence. everyone's looking at me in not the right way. No
Dude,
one's laughing.
Paging Dr. Faggot.
And I'm sitting there with I'm trying to stop myself from laughing out of nervousness, looking around, and I can't tell you how quickly that just tells you, like, you're not funny.
No, that is not funny.
You suck.
You didn't even get a courtesy laugh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Crickets.
Nada.
In fact, I kind of want to put this back on the youth pastor a little bit, because if they didn't sit there for so long in silence and could have just called another name, it might have been brushed under the rug. But it's like they were as surprised as the kids at the dumb thing I just said, and just sat there open mouth staring at me. And I'm like,
that's great.
yeah, can we please move past this? And 30 years later or whatever it is now, I'm still talking about it.
Do you ever just lay in bed sometimes and just relive like some embarrassing moments?
Yeah. There's a lot more of those for me
I
to
feel
relive
like
than triumphs.
I feel like they always happen like when I can't sleep.
Yep.
Like fucking like how you said like roll call like during school, right? I used to like sweat under my arms a lot, right? Mm-hmm.
I still do.
Well, for some reason, I lived in Arizona, so it was always like 100 degrees fucking outside, and I'd sweat really bad. And every time they'd be like, "Hey, raise your hand for roll call," I'd be like, "I don't fucking want to." And I had to, and everyone
He was
like,
unsure.
noticed.
Yeah, I was just gonna. He's unsure.
Yeah.
They literally had commercials for that shit that literally gave those examples where someone's like raising their hand partway, and then they're like, "Eh."
No, or they like look around first.
And it's like, yeah, we've all done that, but that's not why I want to buy your deodorant.
No.
No.
You know, shit like that. I don't.
Mine's mostly like shit I've said.
Yeah.
Like stuff where I just have used no judgment and I'm just blurt shit out.
And then you're just like, oh, that wasn't
Dude,
good.
yeah. That was bad.
Yeah, I remember I went and saw the first Jackass movie that came out in the theaters, right? I wasn't 18 yet, so I think it was.
So you lied?
No, I think it was a friend that took us, but it was like the first showing, so it was packed because everyone loved Jackass at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. So just picture all the seats are fucking full. I get up and I start walking down the stairs, but I fucking trip. And I fucking try to catch myself.
Oh, God.
But then I stop and everyone starts laughing at me in the fucking theater. I'm like, oh, fucking God. And I just put my head down and fucking walk out.
Okay, wait. Was there any chance that happened in Marysville?
It did.
I was in that movie.
You're
No,
kidding.
you
I
weren't.
saw you.
No.
Yes, I was. I can name the 2 people I was at the movie with.
You're kidding.
No.
Seriously?
Oh my God.
Were you one that was laughing?
I think I stood up and pointed at you and laughed. It was me and my friend Alyssa. You know Alyssa?
I do.
Alyssa, who gets your haircut.
Oh, yeah,
gets your
yeah,
haircut
yeah,
from
yeah.
you. She moved to Florida now,
No, I
but
know,
like,
yeah.
So it was me and her, and I think her cousin Chad, and we were in there, and I fucking remember that. Oh my God.
Well, at least we know he's not making shit up.
Well, it's just funny because we've been at a concert before that we never knew.
Yeah, we were at a show.
You guys were clearly meant to be together.
We
Yeah.
were. Me and Nick and Aaron were all 3 of us at the same Boxcar Racer used show in Seattle and didn't know each other at that point, but we've all discovered we were all at the same show.
Yeah.
And that's crazy how life works.
But I'll flash back to that, and I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
Just remember this face.
God
I was
damn it.
laughing so hard. Oh my God. What a moment.
It's mostly my mouth that embarrasses me. Like if I fall, I'm really not like that embarrassed.
Now, when you said that, I was thinking like you did a bad dick sucking job or something like that. You know, my
No.
mouth embarrasses me.
Yeah. Just gets out of control and won't stop. And my brain's saying, quit, but my mouth won't quit.
All right. So real quick, I gotta stop saying that too.
Why don't you say real slow?
Every week I listen to try and help myself fix things I say that are kind of
let's talk to
unbecoming of a podcast.
Skye for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's what I always fucking said for like the first few episodes, trying to describe something. Is there like a sentence or like word that you say all the fucking time that
You
you're
know,
like,
I say dude a lot.
yeah,
Dude.
I say dude a lot. And I know there's another one, but I just can't think of it. I'm sure after you re-listen to this, we'll figure it out.
Well, we've kind of got you a little bit off balance on this episode, too. It's not like you're just having a conversation. I think you're still aware there's a microphone in your face, but...
Well, I mean, how can I not?
Yeah,
Right,
It's
right.
like
And
saying
it's
like...
black too.
A big black
It's pretty. It's
electronic-
rose gold. I like it.
I can
But
put my
I'm really
mouth
not
around it.
trying to hold back. You
No,
know?
it's been good. It's
Yeah.
been great.
Okay, well here I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Do it.
Okay, well,
He's putting himself on the spot.
I
He
know.
had nothing
Yeah, I
ready
know.
for that.
have
I'm going to ask you an
He's
embarrassing
trying to scare me. It
question.
didn't work.
Have you ever had a guy just put it up your ass?
Yeah. Yep.
No warning?
Did you like it?
One time I liked it, but I ate a lot of Adderall that time,
Was there any warning?
and I
at
was in
least?
Vegas.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I guess that's the right time to do it.
No, there was definitely warning. I was like, yeah, do it. I think the one with no warning was like a finger, and I was like, ooh.
I feel
Became
like
Michael Jackson for a second.
I feel
Free
like
Willy.
you know, in relationships, when we like have sex, we always want to try to do like the fucking porn,
The
thing.
porn shit,
Yeah,
and then
the
you realize
porn
that your
shit.
leg doesn't bend that way.
Yeah.
Why is it that every guy in porn can make a girl look like a wheelbarrow and walk
Yeah.
around rocking her, and when I try and do it, it looks more like some broke ass farm equipment
Antique.
covered in flour?
Yeah, and you know, like I've talked to a few of my guy friends about porn and stuff, and it's, I just want them to realize that that shit is not real.
yeah.
Like that
Even
girl
the
is
amateur
not
stuff.
that girl is not enjoing getting butt fucked
and
by that
the way,
big black cock.
And by the way, she totally had money for that plumbing job he did too.
Those are not tears of joy. Those are tears of agony.
Those are tears of going, I can't believe my family's gonna end up accidentally seeing this.
Could you
someday."
imagine seeing your child,
Yeah,
I don't have a child.
but figuratively,
Or your
if you
sister,
did, your
right?
sister.
My sister's one of the
Any-
most wholesome people I know.
Honestly,
That's
any
so
sort,
hard.
anybody you knew
Yeah.
in porn.
I think everybody has one friend who they're like, I wouldn't be surprised if I
No.
saw them on the internet.
Yeah, I can think of a few.
Yeah, I can think of a few mutual ones.
Hey, do you cringe when I say the word moist?
No, that word doesn't bug me. You know
No.
what word bugs me?
What?
Pregnant.
Pregnant?
Ooh.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh my god.
I don't like, and it's not what the word means.
Yeah.
It's the way you have to say it like that. Pregnant.
Pregnant.
I don't like it.
Like a
Like
almost like a
eggplant.
throaty kind
Like,
of
yeah,
phlegmy
gaggy
word.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
What's your word?
I don't know if I have one. The closest thing I can think of is seepage. That's a word that I can't think of a positive context for. You never hear the word seepage and it's like candy seepage or
Vaginal seepage.
yeah, that sounds gross. It's a word you attach to any other word to make it sound disgusting.
Yeah.
I have 3 fucking words, but I usually don't tell people because then they just start fucking
They
saying
just
them.
annoy you with it.
It's the slang that people use this day and age still, and then back
Oh,
then.
few
for
of those.
vaginas.
No,
No?
it's hella,
Okay.
the bomb, and turbo.
Turbo? What
Yeah.
is turbo?
Be
Use that in a
like-
sentence.
Be like, hey turbo, shit like that, or
Oh,
this
like,
shit's
hey,
the
Chief.
bomb, or this was hella cool. I
say,
fucking hate those
I
words.
say, do I say, yeah, I say the bomb sometimes, but it's mostly like describing like good food.
Yeah,
something
and
like
when
that.
she says it, you're convinced that it's good
It's
food
the
because
bomb.
like, that is the bomb. You can forgive that one, but like I think that I would be most guilty of saying hella out of those,
Mm-hmm.
not because of an intended desire to say the word hella, but I was the right age when that word came out
Yeah.
to use it a lot in those
Mm-hmm.
days, so it just creeps back up now and then. You know, like sometimes I'll not say a swear word. Instead of fuck, I'll say like, oh, freaking A. And it's like, well, that's still residual from growing up in a Christian home. Yeah. So hello was one of the first words I let myself say that was
Hecka,
almost
it's
a
hecka
swear.
cool.
Hecka cool. That would make me cringe. There we go. Hecka.
How was Catholic school growing up?
I didn't go to a Catholic school. I was raised Protestant Christian like a good boy. My mom wouldn't let me watch the
Lots of
Smurfs or
back
anything
rubs.
else.
You know what's funny?
Back
how
rubs are Christian foreplay, by the way. That's
How
like third base. on a-
parents, you know, like your mom and my mom would always try to shelter us and not let us do shit or listen to music, right?
Yeah.
Look how we turned out.
Amazing.
No
Stand
different
up,
than
guys.
someone who came from parents who were chill ass stoners.
Well, you know, I did go to Catholic school because I got caught drinking.
Ooh.
Well, it was more like youth group. They're like, you need to find God. Because they definitely grew up Catholic.
And then weren't you just like, well, if you guys know where he is, why can't you just tell me where to find him? And then they're
No, I went, and then my friend Mary Michael picked me up, and we left.
like, and skipped it?
Yeah, I'd leave my car there, so they...
Smoked a bowl.
Yeah, and went and smoked a bowl that I stole from them. I learned it from watching you.
I think that is the high point that we should end this one on, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know I can wipe my own ass?
Why are you intending to bring us out
I
on a
can
lower
wipe my
note?
own ass, dude.
Congratulations.
impressive.
That's all I wanted.
I'm
That's
impressed.
All I wanted. I
Do you
wanted
wipe
some
back to
praise.
front?
No, I don't want to get a yeast infection, so I do it the other way.
Oh, Wonder Bread over here.
This
All
was
right.
actually really fun. I enjoyed
This was
yeah.
probably the most laughing I've done during an episode the whole time we've done this show.
Watch, this is going to be the most popular one.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm
have
glad
to
I
have
could
you
help.
back.
Yeah.
Did you
I'd
have
love
fun?
to.
We're going to
Yeah, I had
have
a
you
blast.
back.
Good.
This is
We're
still...
going to try doing a video one where...
Okay.
We'll give you a warning so you don't have to look.
I
like
do
you
have a face
now.
for radio, though.
Yeah.
You know, I growing up, all of my little like job counselors, they would say that. They'd be like, "Well, you're well spoken and stuff. You should go into radio." And I was like, "Well, why not TV?" And they didn't want to say it, but it's like,
Well, why
"Aw,
not?
Just trust me. Go to radio."
Why? Because you're fat? You're not fat.
I wasn't. Well, I mean, I always was a chunky kid too. I kind of am now. But the thing is, like, I have no.
Desire to fix it.
I was gonna say I have no big issue with it, but you kind of got me there.
I have no desire to fix it.
Totally in my
I
heart.
am fat and happy. As am I, Jesse. As am I.
High five virtually.
Sorry. I'm
No,
like-
you
That was
don't
a
get
triple-
it.
that
Skinny
was a
ass. You
triple-
stay over there, fucker.
Yeah, eat a sandwich or something.
All right, guys.
I know.
Hey, thanks so much. I really want to give a
Oh,
big
man.
shout out to my friend Skye here.
Whoop, whoop.
Thanks
Skye
so much
with
for
an
doing
E,
this
right?
episode.
Yeah.
SKYE.
That's weird. I don't. The E is silent, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Skye. Skeet skeet.
Skye.
All right, guys. Once again, this has been a Cheeky Shenanigans podcast. My name is Jesse, also known as Random Hero.
My name is Nick, aka Punk Ass Shibi.
And that's Skye over there on the couch. Thanks so much for checking us out. Skye, thanks for coming on.
Oh, you know what? Anytime. I had a blast.
You guys out there, have a consensual day.
Have a non-homosexual day, everybody. Unless you're gay, then have a homosexual day. And we're out.
We're out.
Cheeky Shenanigans.